Hello, welcome to the Salute Special, second of our Salute Specials today. We've had Guinea Pig Salute, which if you missed, you should look afterwards because it was amazing. It was carnage. So today I'll be looking at, it's me, yay! I was behind the camera of Salute Guinea Pig thing the whole time, yay! So today I will be looking at some of the miniatures that you might not have seen before. So some of the Salute basically is one of the very few shows now that we bring all of the painted miniatures to, because I think it's important to see them, but it is so hard work setting them all up. So you missed that chance this year, so I thought I'd show you off some of them here. I need to make some tweaks because I can see this is not cooperating. Aha, there we are. Yay, I can see myself now. Woohoo! So I said Annie's favourite models, but because I dashed from this to the other video, I have some models, so we'll see as we go along. So they're all painted by a variety of people. I just want to show them off a bit better. I've got this magical board that I really wish I'd used a clip, so at least I'll have some background to show the minis. There won't all be me going, eh. Although I really could do with a clip. I don't ever have the stuff. I never have the stuff. Well, I do, it's the thing, but not this one. So I reckon if I fold that, I can get a bit of, yeah, so I can go bam, look at that for a backdrop. So if you've not seen before I start and I'm waiting for people to turn up sort of thingy, we have a Salute special on today. It's on from 10 AM this morning till 4 o'clock. It's an hour away from 4 o'clock, so you should totally have a look. I'll make sure I finish this before 4, so you've still got a chance to trolley grab or open a new tab, pretend you're still here and go and buy stuff. I won't know. So it's free shipping till 4 o'clock worldwide, which I don't do very much. So look at this collar, it needs ironing, but don't iron. So that's as good as you're gonna get. Till 4 o'clock it's free shipping. If you spend more than £100, you get a £10 voucher for next time as well. Isn't that amazing? That's pretty good. And yeah, I was thinking, what were the other perks? Oh yes, this show, which you're so excited about. I have my Dazzly gems, which I actually bought for Salute, so I might as well wear them. It's also the eye of purchasing, so if you look into it, it will make you purchase. So I can go, you're not sure about these? See what the eye says. And the eye will go, buy the things from Annie to make her happy. So let's have a look. Look at some minis. I'm not going to show you the late. I've been doing a lot of World War II lately, so I thought I'd have a little plunge into the case. Let's pick out some models and show you them, tell you a little bit more about them. So who have we got? Straight up, Holder. She is one of my favourites. I said I wouldn't be going, ew, yes. Let's use the board that I have just made. Let's do that. Whoop. Once I get the hang of it, it'll be fine. So still going, ew. Damn it, a clip would save all of this. So there's the board, yes, and there is the lady. So this is Holder the herbalist. Get to see all of her there. Oh, if I had an actual screen, that'd be amazing. So she's one of my favourite miniatures. She is. She's just beautiful. Her face. Look at this. Look at her face. It's amazing. The image is flipped because it does that on Android. Apparently on iPhones you can unflip it, but they always, because it's the reverse cam, for some reason the software doesn't let you on Android, which is really annoying because you can't see, like, who is this woman? What company is it? Is it Dab Oodless Squiddo? It is Bad Squiddo Games. So yeah, sorry about that. In fact, I'm going to abandon my board as soon as I've started it, and I am going to do the wincing out of the scene. So this is, oh, again, this is the Valkyrie skull mould. I like the hand painting on her jacket is very nice. That is by Mr. John Morris. In fact, if I move here, then we're okay. We get there. I totally ran from the last video to this one. So this is skull mould. Oh, you can see her across there. So she's one of our one Valkyrie for now. Pressing news. I was going to do it all in QVC style, don't worry. I will once I warm up. So warm up. So we got. So try to show you things that you might not have seen or really seen as much. So, I bet none of you have seen this miniature before. Da, da, da. She's sculpted and painted. I love that my glittering's in the background. So she's sculpted and painted and never released. She's sculpted by Mr. Gary Morley. She was part of the My Last Sunrise bulk of stuff. And she's due for wave 2, and then just didn't happen. And now now she's on her own. I'm not quite sure what to do with her, because she's fantasy style. I don't want to put her in with other stuff, so I'm not sure. But I think she's kind of been waiting for a friend, because I don't do a lot of single model releases now. They seem to be at least in pairs. So I think she's been waiting for a friend. You have missed the guinea pigs, I'm afraid. That was at 2. But it is all on there underneath on that, and I'll be putting it up on YouTube as well. But yeah, guinea pig salute was mayhem, as one can imagine. What else have we got? Let's see here. It'll help with some oh yeah, I get that. Tom says be good in a yellow jumpsuit. That is true. Can see that. Also, yeah, you can see a bit of scale of some stuff as well. So this is a beaver. This is a beaver. They are big. They are sculpted by Phil Hines. He's a good lad who I normally see at Salute, and I will not be. So hi Phil, if you ever watch this. What have we got for you now? So I'm unloading the case. Da, da, da. Let's show you some of the lesser. I'll tip my glasses. Some of the lesser seen goodies. So what else do we have? Got you. Little Lady Warlord. She is a beaut, and she's painted so nicely because it's lots of greys you can't really see. So she's now Shield Maidens, painted by Paul Gubbin, sculpted by Alan Marsh. So she's a child warlord. They look weird in the light. It looks like the faces are speckled and they're not. It's just the weird light. But yeah, that's her. She's drawing a sword. I think that's a really lovely model. Hey, Paul Gubbin's here! Da, da. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, these are. Also, you sent me a PM. If it's not confidential, tell me what it was. I got it. Annie! Yeah, you must have painted her like 3 years ago or something. We got in the mystery box a little bear. Little baby bear. All of these products are available from badsquiddogames.com. And until 4 o'clock today only, it's free shipping. Free shipping? Oh my! What else we get? This is one of the Amazons with some crazy weapons, and this is insane that it is in single piece. So this is one piece. I have got a raven with spready wings. Bang! This one is painted by Mr. John Morris and sculpted by Mr. Hoyle. So she comes in a pack. So there's the full detail. What else have we got? Just going through the box. That's okay. Let me know if there's any particular model that you think, wish I'd seen that up close and on a nice rotation, and I'll get it out for you if I can find it amongst all the boxes. It's one of my favourites. She is a Shield Maiden archer. Ooh. I always want to show you the hair, because whatever angle I put up never shows off just how lovely their hair is. It's just really subtle, so like that being straight and a little curly at the end. It's just lovely. And the expressions are just so nice. So she's part of the Shield Maiden Arch Pack, available for £12.99. £12.99? £12, because I don't do any 99s, because that's ridiculous. This was the second miniature that Alan Marsh ever did for me, Brynhild, and she remains one of my absolute. They're all my favourites. I'll get the jesters out for you. Stop looking at my face, camera. Just her general contemplation, I really like. So she was a bit of like interview piece for Alan. So sometimes I'll give someone 1 or 2 jobs, be it sculpting or painting, and then if I really like it, they get lots more. So just the little, her hair there, you can't see that on the main. So she's that lovely little plait back there. And a massive axe. Remember when I released her and people were like, that axe is too big. And I said, Dane axe, man, it's huge. What else have we got? Here is one of the Martin Baker defending villagers. Hello, I'm back. There we go. So these are absolutely lovely, and they were the first sort of villagery types we'd done. I figured it was nice to have something that wasn't just in standard combat gear. I will, hopefully the jugglers will make themselves known as I go down the pile of stuff. Bum, bum, bum. Got 4 boxes of goodies here. So what else have you? So find things that are like lesser known, or have got cool stuff on different angles that you might not have seen. So this is Laugh the iguana. This is sculpted by Shane, painted by John. Another stunning. He was one. I occasionally get sculpts that I didn't order. Just sort of the sculptors go, I thought this would look really cool. So he was a companion for the Pirate Queen. And obviously he's so cool, so I'm like, yep, no worries there, I will have a massive iguana in the range too. Yeah, so it's him and Eva, the Pirate Queen, so you can get them together or on their own. I've got 2 other pirates now as well. He's just so adorable, he's like a dog, you just want to pet him. So that's a really good familiar for Stoof. Whee. What else do we have? What else do we have? The newer things. Another of my favourite shield maidens is this spear lady. So again, I think I like the simples. I like simple minis. She's just there proudly. I think it's it is hand painted shields. Should be wild. Again, the hair. Look at the hair. I would definitely say we pay more detail to hair than any other company. I am into all those plait hairstyles. Just so lovely. So she's part of the Shield Maiden Spear Ladies, Spear Warriors, this pack. So we've got a pack of these and then a pack with armour on. When I was working on the Shield Maiden, the big load that we did for the Kickstarter, the idea was that they would be historical enough to, or justifiably historical basically, to work with Saga and other sort of Dark Age games, but also cool enough that they'd work really well in fantasy settings. I think I did a really good job with that. I guess, seeing as it's Salute Day and not Salutes, I could tell you that we are planning a fantasy wing to go with the Shield Maidens. It's specifically fantasy / mythological. When will that come out? Hopefully later this year too. What else do we have? We're back on, still with the amazing hairdos. This is Freya, the Almighty. She has these. These lovely hair and details. Got their wings. Was where me and Alan spent a long time looking at hipster hair to get that sort of festival hair. Hey, she's kind of got a thing on like I have. Suspicious. Have we been in the same room at the same time? There's Freya's famous necklace that she got from having sex with lots of dwarves, which was a funny story. But when you really need a necklace, that's what you gotta do. Annie's family friendly show. What else have we got? Here we have some fairies. These are sculpted by Mr. Ross Whitehorn, and they are just very fun. So this is a swarm of fairies. Compliments from Carmen. So that's just sort of general swarm and moss and goodness. And then they're just popping out there, going wee. So they're good if you need swarms of things. So they're good proxies for like raven swarms or whatever, bird swarms. And they have separate fairies too, which of course aren't in the same section on there. So that's cool. Oh, Inga. We're in Shield Maiden Land at the moment in the boxes from the looks of it. Inga. I like her a lot. She has big. She has some big old lungs. And I absolutely love the horn and that she's not doing the... Because I wasn't sure, so in my original sketch it was do the old... But she's got the curved horn. And it's just a different pose. It's just really nice. It's another one where I'm really impressed that it's managed to be one piece. And this is also Mr. Morris. Don't worry, Coven, I'll bring some stuff up that you've painted. Again, I love her, and her hair is... all the hair on them is amazing. So look at that. That's from like Crazy Hipsters. Yeah, she's a chonk. I like her a lot. Whatever miniatures do we have here? Dun, ba, dun. Picking out my favourites. It's just so many. I need to remember how many minis there are, because there are so many. Still in endless Shield Maiden Land. There are so many. Aha! This is one of the Gaia bosses. She is one of my favourites, but one that gets bypassed quite a lot, and I love it. I just really like it. I think sci-fi maybe isn't in indie games at the moment very much, but I'm waiting for its resurge because I have so many of these beautiful models for science fiction, some of them going more post-apoc. So we had these 2 Kickstarters for Ghost of Gaia. There's even the sculpted in a little strap that's holding on a horn, just because she looks cool. Who painted this? That's Ralph. Ralph Plowman painted these. They're just really unique figures, and there is a massive lack of those sort of chunky... I always say chunky because I like that my figures are chunky. Sort of solid, again, one piece. None of those sort of lots of different pieces of thin resin, which make fantastic models, but that's just not what we are. So there is a bit of a lack of this, so hoping more people cotton on. So if you're in any sort of sci-fi like Rogue Traders, Scrappers, even Necromunda or anything like that where people might want this type of model, if you could share them around, that would be use. A few more here. Samurai, of course. Of course, it's one of the Katana ladies. Yes, she would be a good bounty hunter. This is one of these. And the painting on these by John is immense. I've got some more Samurai to come out. They were originally going to come out for Salute, but they're going to be a little bit later. But I was thinking about getting someone else, because John is so queued up at the moment. He's painting all of the Kickstarter, all of the World War II. So I thought, shall I get someone else to paint them? But they're just so good. Like, I don't think anyone can do these like John can. So I want it to all be consistent. So they're sort of waiting to get painted now. What's in here? To you. Your little bunny that I painted. You are. A little bunny. There's chipped bunny, but we won't show that side. The bunnies and kitties sell like crazy at Salute. What have we got there? So that's that for now. Obviously we have Lagerfur, one of our favourite, one of our most selling minis. So there she is. That pose as well. That is an excellent pose. And again, check out the hair. We are Team Master of Plats. she's cool. She's cool. She was painted by Darren Linnington, who we used for a bit. That was on a run up to one salute. Because I've got sort of my core of painters, and then when I get really busy, I'm like, I need some more. So Darren painted that little range of Shield Maiden releases. That was 3 years ago. Feeling old. What would this have been? My 6th? I think this would have been my 6th salute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would have been my 7th salute. 7 years of salute. What year did any of you see me at salute? If you have been there before, what was your first year? It was when I had dice bags. Or was it when I was minis? Also, if you're watching, if you give me a little heart or thumb or anything like that, not on angry, then that helps show more people this video as it's streaming. This is good too. Thank you. Gone through the first case. We've not gone through it, but don't want it to be too long. I haven't had my tea. I really want a cup of coffee as well. I have just streamed the Peak video too. Thank you. Oh, look at all those beautiful hearts. Thank you. And we're in Soviet land now. Oh, Bushido. Gotta show you Bushido. Well, yeah, it would have been my 6th of Bad Squiddo, but 7th together. Because I was there as the dice bag lady before that. So, yay, the face jewels! Guy has been at every salute since 1991. Hey Guy, guess how old I was in 1991? Just to make you feel old. That is Bushido, who comes with Shogun Meow. One of my favourites. He's so cute. Oh, heck. And this is Shogun Meow, his friend. Very regal beasts. And they're the sort of minis you just need. And like the attention to detail where Alan's sculpted on all the... I was 1 in 1991. I was barely born. But it's okay, because if I make you feel old, you'll think about the passing of time and think, wow, I better go buy some more minis. Into some of the Katana Onabugashia now. Or is she she's an Onimusha, isn't she? I've got, there's so many. She isn't on the Onimushas. Oh, imagine being in the hobby and not knowing the salute. She is so cool. Bam. Just go in. It's like she's finished a cool routine. It's like that. I've got some Soviets. Yes, the year that I was in a little hat. Oh, I could have got that. I think it's just there. But, yeah, that was a Soviet launch, which does feel like a very long time ago. So these were one of the first World War II minis we did. These painted by Andrew Taylor. And have a very special place in my heart because I had to do so much research to get these just right. And because they were the first solid historical miniatures I'd done, oh, the amount of sleep I lost thinking, if I get this one thing wrong, will everyone hate me and then I'll never be able to release any miniatures again. But luckily, they love them, so we do loads. Tom McKinnon, I have a Soviet army entirely because of you. Yes. So what do we get there? Some of the infantry. Ooh. So later on this year we're going to be doing a big Soviet release because they haven't had much love in a while and they need loads more loving because there's so many more units we can get done. And I love how confident I am with them now. Those goddamn bayonets. And I had this whole drama of whether to include bayonets with them or not. Every time I thought I'd made my mind up, someone would say something or I'd see something, and I felt that if I chose poorly, no one would buy them. And I'm really glad I went for bayonets. Because you can take them off if you don't like them. And I was reading about Soviets using bayonets a lot more and training with the bayonet on for the calibration and all that stuff. So, what have we got? Oh, one of my favourites. One of my favourite Onabugashia ladies. Because look at it, it's just... bang. It is always helped by John's incredible painting, but the sculpt is so beautiful too. These made me so excited when I first saw them. Danny is downstairs, Danny DeVito. He's currently facing the bookcase because he was scaring me. Oh, we have one of our out of production miniatures, Paul Cubbin, if you're still here. It's one of the first I did with Paul Cubbin. She was our number 4 release. Sculpted by Phil Hines. Got these plans to go back over these at some point. So they're out of production. So these were some of Phil's very first 28mm figures as well. It's full nostalgia because it just feels like forever ago. Look how Cubbins painted the dirt on the bottom of her trousers. That's mayhem. So there's still a chunk of people that still have these, and I love it. So I love it, especially seeing them when people post them up in their battle reports. It makes me happy. LMG! Oh, you. This is Annie on, what's it? Memory Lane. Memory Lane. Remember when we released the Soviets and everyone pre-ordered them, and then the LMG casts came and they sucked. So I had to give everyone, had to part ship all the pre-orders, and everyone at Salute that day, it's like, oh, I don't have any LMG, I'm so sorry. And then we went through Caster, and then it felt like for it did put a dampener on the original release because I was so hyped, and then I just had all these production issues. And then eventually, it was still only last year, I think, for Salute, that my current Caster just totally got them from scratch. Just went, right, let's just start over with these. And they're now absolutely perfect. And the ones you were getting were absolutely fine. It was just the fail rate was so high, so I was getting boxes of them, and maybe like 1 in 10 or something would be worth sending to you, and then the rest would have to just go back in the melting pot, and it was just horrid. And it was, yeah, it was not was the worst of times, but they're absolutely perfect now. So every time I pack an order, I'm like, yes, LMG. All coming well. Will you be going to Carronade? Yes, I'm hoping everything I booked in this year would be in next year. So I was really looking forward to going up north. It's one of the Soviet Scouts. And what's she? She's the LMG. Oh, she's an SMG. She's holding the LMG carry case. Yes. So she's got her bud somewhere in here. Yeah, I can't wait to get working on some more World War II, because we haven't done that for ages. More of the I'm looking at these more Soviets, because I absolutely love them, and they like single-handedly got me interested in World War II. So I had very little sort of knowledge, and then I was only looking up the Night Witches because I thought they seemed cool and they were in one of my books, and it escalated. I'm gonna yawn again. Oh. And then, yeah, before I knew it, I'm well into World War II. She's got blue on the top because she's got a bit of the carry case on her. But these in these suits are just stunning. Oh, I remember her face as well. Annie's memory lane of. Yeah, so I think I mentioned it quite a few times. I don't like saying it too much because obviously it's a small world and there's people involved that might be watching. But in the early days, we had a lot of issues with casters and casting, and we went through like every caster in the UK at some point. Which makes it extra better that the ones we have now are the best. But yeah, like that sniper, there was a problem with a bunch of them where her face would get obscured. So it's like so much of just going, yeah. Whereas now they're all perfect and they come bagged and perfect. It's amazing. There we are. So here's all the winter snipers. Look at her face. It's just the best. We're doing more winters this year as well because the winter uniform's cool too, but different units, and get Rob on some of the terrain too. She's got her SMG there. She's the spotter for the sniper. Would you consider doing the Women's Death Battalion from the Russian Revolution? They look really cool, and I've looked at them, But it's always, because there's so much I want to release, I've always got to look at what will sell. And though sometimes I'll think, oh, I'll release this, probably won't sell, but I really like it. And it takes off. But especially at the moment, in the current climate, I'm trying to not take many risks. So I know if I increase the World War II range, for example, that's quite a safe bet because people have already got them and they can add some more units. But I guess, does anyone play that era? It would more end up in sort of pulp games, which I just think would be cool. And they're all bold, aren't they? So, and bold figures don't sell as well because it's just bizarre. So it's that balancing. And I know the market I'm in is stuff that doesn't sell well, but it's got to be able to at least pay for itself. It's another of the. Who does she go with? I can't remember what pack she's in now. She's ace. Just simple but lovely. Oh, and she's got some ridiculous little freehand on there as well. Right, what else do we have? Hopefully I'll come to the jesters. So just having a look here. Is Cubbin still there? Cubbin, I found more Shield Maidens. This is Freydis, who was our number 2 figure that we ever released. Rah. Look at that, I love all that moss. Again, sculpted by Phil Hines, painted by Mr. Cubbin. I ate all of the Flapjack Cubbin, it was amazing. He sent me Flapjack in the mail twice now. Oh yes, these chaps. Yeah, I do chaps sometimes. So, this is a chap. So this is the part of the male vampire hunters pack. And they're some of my favourite minis. They're all sculpted. These ones I'm about to show you. They're sculpted by Gary Morley. They're painted by Cubbin. He's just the best at doing that sort of dirty, weathered. So it's like old, what's it? Not leather, wax jackety type thing. So yeah, in our vampire range, we've got these dudes. We've got dudes because I bought the range off somebody else, and he originally offered me some of the female minis, and yeah, some brain. Yeah, he offered me some of the female minis, and then I looked at the entire range that he was selling, and I liked the male minis so much that I went, yeah, I'll go off brand, I'll do some dudes, because they're just stunning. So yeah, these are all Gary Morley, and they're just a really good chunk. Just really classic looking figures. I think the rest. Oh yeah, this fella too. It was these ones in particular. And they go, I'll take the whole thing, which was a massive risk back then because I had no budget at all. Not that I have loads now, but when the cash flow was a lot slower, things were moving a lot slower, and I decided to randomly get some dudes. But it totally paid off. That was still my favourite Kickstarter. We did the Kickstarter for 5 days and then we shipped it the week afterwards. They never look good close up. Shoes, looks like he's got boss eyes. He hasn't. Here we are. So he's also painted by Mr. Cubbin, who is perfect for painting this sort of thing. Drop your cross and face the master. Who else do we have? This guy, he goes in the pack. He's sculpted by Gus Kearns, who someone mentioned in Baggy's Cave the other day. He sculpted, so this guy Gus, he sculpted him. He sculpted the werewolf, the golem, and the brides. He looks like, every time I see it, he looks like Chris Taylor from, oh god, that's bad. I can't remember the name of his company. Lancashire Castings, but he's got a minis company as well. But if you know Chris Taylor, you'll think, whoa, that looks like Chris Taylor. But yeah, so he's done by Gus Kearns, who is younger than me, I think. I know. He is currently I think he's working as a stop motion animator. I managed to meet him when I was in Cardiff after I'd bought the range, and I like knowing the people that have made the things, so I hunted him down. And Yeah, he was telling me all about the stop motion industry. He only did a few sculpts, sort of, I think when he was a teenager, and that's them, and they're so good. So I'll show you. He also sculpted this guy, Golem. I love you. He's two-piece, but he just joins at the wrists there. I love them. I do occasionally think about doing dude models, but again, the budget's so limited that I'd rather just add to the women that are available. I've got them like recently where they make sense. So where I've had to do, I've got the alternate dude gunners for the Bofors, and the guy who's being looked after by the medics. So they're sort of in context. But if I had endless cash, I'd totally do male figures to go with these because it'd be perfect, especially like partisans. Here's another dudey. Hey Ed Morris, nice to see you on the internet. There's another of those male vampire hunters. Look, he's going for his pistol, he's got a knife as well. This is another of Cubbin's incredible paint jobs. Look at his waistcoat, it's ridiculous. Shwing, 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 shwing. It's so good. Cubbin does a lot of the dead man's hand painting, if not all of it. So there's some photos of these I took on the dead man's hand boards because I used to share an office with Great Escape Games, and they fit in so well. So there's is all sculpted by Mark Evans, and he's got that same chonk. I love chonk. I've gone through all of these My Last Sunrise minis because I haven't shown them properly for so long, and they are some of my favourite. They're some of our oldest minis. This is our Dracul. So another of legend Gary Morley, painted by legend Mr. Cubbin. Hi John Bryan. You can put a plug if you want in the comments. It's sort of the classic pose, so he's not got weapons, he's just using his summon power. That's what I do to the guinea pig sometimes. I go, calm. Yeah, it's just feasted. He's so good. So these are all in our little gothic horror range. That's Dracul by himself. Dracul. Who is in this little... I'll show you another odd dude models. He's actually out of production. I might bring him back at some point because I love him. I painted him myself. I painted him. He is the Butcher. We started a little range of sort of Innsmouth types with Phil, but we only got as far as the Butcher. So he's currently out of production, but there's people with him. It's just a simple, so one of Phil's really early sculpts. So he's got a weird face because he's an Innsmouth, sort of like half mutant guy. But I like the simplicity of him, that he's just wiping his cloth down there. Sorry, I'm going on my piece. Now, Fulan, who I always love showing off. Stop looking at my face camera. So this is Fulan Devi, who is worth, I think her book was just there. I'm sure her book's here. The Bandit Queen, always like talking about her. She is, I'll just move, she is more recent than you think. A lot of people think she's Native American because of the poncho, but she is from India, and she died 20 years ago, I think. So super modern. Her story is incredible. Cubbin's painted these up as well, I think, yeah. So she comes in 3 forms in our minis. So she had a grim old upbringing, which I won't go into now because it is trigger heavy, but it's a really interesting story, but not light reading. But she eventually rebelled. She became known as the Indian Robin Hood, and she then became a politician later in life and campaigned to try and get equal rights among different caste systems in India. She was from a lower caste family, which is where a lot of her problems came from. Look at that. Fortunately, she was a peace-loving older lady, well not older lady, but older than she had been when she was leading gangs of people. She'd sort of mellowed out a bit, but she got shot outside her house. because people suck. So it was really good to remember her. I've got a militia version of her. I don't think it's in this bit. Who else have we got to show you? There's loads. Who else have we got? Just trying to find a few different things. This is Ray, the Orc Archer. She's one of our early figures, and she's painted by Mr. Coven. I struggle photographing them. That's the downside, because the colours are so sort of nuanced. But I love our little range of orcs. They're not massively popular, so I haven't really expanded them very much. But when people do like them, they buy them all, so that makes me happy. Morning, afternoon, Mum. Are they real? Yes, they are all really expensive jewels because I am loaded. No, they are stick-on thingies that I bought ages ago because I thought, oh, they'll be cool to wear at Salute. Because I like dressing up a little bit at Salute. But so I thought I'll put them on for this little video and try and see if I can reuse. So what's in the next box? What have we got? I was going to have a day off today and I've ended up doing so much. I'll have an evening off. Let's do some free work for Tom Nook. Here we have one of the brides. I should do my QVC stuff now, shouldn't we? Okay, I'll go into that. Alright. Here we have one of the bride pack sculpted by Mr. Gus Kearns at a tender age of maybe 17 or 18. He has sculpted really hands that are really difficult to cast, and our casters hate them. But they managed to cast them really well regardless. These ladies, you can see they are vampires, very hungry. They're in their night dresses there. And look at that, she swooshes through the night. Her friends were in the other box. We've got Here I'm holding just an empty base, as there is nothing else there to show you. But some would say that perhaps there is a ninja. So these are the shinobi ladies. Well, one of the shinobi ladies. There again, this nice, simple thing. And all of you saw I did a wicked QVC on the Sunday morning coffee a while back. It was too good. I got loads of calls asking me to work for them, and I said nope, I can't, because I've got to do stuff for Bad Squiddo. So it's Sniper, one of our first releases, painted by Mr. Andrew Taylor. Doing a heckin' shoot, because I was fed up of seeing loads of models where they're just holding the gun. So I thought I wanted to actually be firing the gun. We have done some afterwards now that they're going, yay! But I thought it was nice to have a mixture. So I heard a noise, I think it's my guinea pigs. So yeah, it's nice to have someone actually firing, so that's cool. What else? Yeah, so the box, look, there's so many. Oh, Manu! One of our releases around the time of Ghost Archipelago, where we were releasing lots of things for the jungle. We got Manu, the mandrill. You can't see very much in the photos. There's a face in the... Ooh. There's a face in the stone that he is angrily throwing, and he's also doing a little jump there off his rock, and he's got a baboon ass. Who painted him? Oh, it was John. I remember saying he needs more of red ass. There we go. So he's in a very different pose to a lot that you'd see. So he's sort of flying through the air about to kill someone to death with this stone, and I love him. He's just like another random figure, a bit like a giant iguana, but I bet you haven't seen him before, so you need him. So he's Manu the mandrill. I think he's £4. Yes. That's Manu. Teresa. She was last year's release, maybe? All the salutes merge. This is Teresa. She's one of my favourites. She was part of the first project I was working on with Two Fat Lardies, and we've had to pause it because it's always my fault. I've always got too much on the go, so we had to put it on ice. But it is happening. Mixing and doing a work with them on a range of figures once we finished our World War II stuff. I'm glad you're back, Coven. So you obviously see what she's going to be used for. Who painted her? Was that you, Coven? Or was it John? I think that was John too. You're always too busy, Coven. I need to book you 4 years in advance. She's just so cool, isn't she? Commandante! Oh, the map reader! The map reader! She's one of the Soviet scouts. Alan was particularly impressed with her, as he'd sculpted her himself. So she looks like she's got the expression that she's just figured out where they're going to go. Oh, that's it, across the ravine. Yeah. Hootie, you did do this one. She is an old, one of our older resin casters, so her spear is a little bit bent. That will not happen with our current resin. But here is Hootie McOwlface. Hootie McOwl. Oh, now I've found her. Yeah! Oh, they're together at last. Spoilers, Mum. Together at last, the Hootie two. Tootie Hooties. Oh, come on. Struggles when there's two. Look at the owl girls. You get owls. Oh, yes, I do have an owl. The owls can be friends. Yay. So yeah, she's Hootie McOwlface. She was one of my random purchases, which I will remember forever now. I was feeling very sorry for myself. I was very hungover and had to have a day off. And I was in bed feeling like the worst person ever. And then I saw her for sale on Lead Adventure Forum. You sculpt, say that won't happen anymore. She's in metal now. That was our old resin caster, and they went for a phase of using crap resin, so she's in the crap phase, but it's not the quality of our resin anymore. She's sculpted by Andrew May and painted by Mr. Cohen. Doing a lovely job. And I do like that I have two owl ladies now. Holding an owl in a different hand. Owls for all. And I love that their owls can be friends. Oh, owls. Owl friends. So yeah, owl friends. I've been waiting to come to the jesters. It makes me think that they're somewhere else. Where are we? What do we got? Hey, some... Did you ever get released? No, you didn't get released. So this is an unreleased or is she? I can't remember anymore. Is she an unreleased Katerina? I think she is. I think I changed her afterwards. I think she is. I know there are a couple of these Renaissance ones with John where we changed them. Athena. She's resin and I think she's marked out of stock. We got one in the office. She's out of production at the moment, and I love her. She's painted by Mr. Coven, sculpted by Phil Hines. Do you remember her, Cubs? It was quite a while ago, so yeah, she's currently out of production. Maybe one day she'll come back. She'll come back to us. Alright, I've got two, I've got two more boxes. I'm keeping going. I need the salute momentum. Currently haven't got it. So I was all set to take the day off, and then I thought I should probably do a salute thing. What did we get? I think that box is clear. I've got the little Annie. The little Annie. Little orphan Annie with some armour on. What? You said you didn't give her justice? I think you totally did. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a really good job. Crazy man. It's a little orphan Annie. A bit of body armour on that she's found. And a crowbar! How dare she? But she's so sweet. But she's got a crowbar. So she is one of the junkyard kids in the Ghost of Gaia range. She's got a crowbar! What do we get? And her chum. It was kind of, this is kind of on the request of, why's my brain died entirely? Oh my god. Thomas and the Swedes just really wanted this as a mini, and they let me stay with them in Sweden a few years ago, so I made this for them. Obviously added it into the range. It's still one of those that are a bit weird, because I know that some people aren't a fan of the kids and guns thing, so I only got a few of them, but they're part of the Ghost of Gaia range, so self-defense I think is okay. They're in a post-apocalypse. Right, there's that box. Let me just put these back, see what else we get. And if there's any particular one you can think of that you'd like to see, I will get it out for you if it's here. I'll have some coffee. I watched The Purge last night, so I don't know why I decided. I had a really terrible day yesterday. It wasn't great, and I thought I'm gonna sit and watch a film. That's what I'll do. And for some reason I decided The Purge would be a film to watch. It was a good choice because it was just what I was after. But oh, it was so bad. So bad. It was such a good idea. It was so promising, and then it was so bad. So I might go and find another recommendations for some Netflix sort of that type of film, I guess. Who do we have? Oh, right. Pirates. So these are the pirates that go with Eva the Pirate Queen. I like the drawing, sword pose, and all the bling. I got them painted up super bright, because that's what my pirates are. They are fun pirates that kill people. So when John was going through his stripy trousers phase as well, which is quite funny. So it works really well on these. And then I noticed last year that I have so many with stripy trousers. So like, even to that at the moment, it's like, oh, I hadn't noticed. I just put them on everything. Another favourite. Oh, they're all favourites, to be fair. My favourites are always the newest ones, so it's nice to go back and be like, oh, you're my favourite. Chocolate Crispies. I'd love Chocolate Crispies. So this is one of the Victorian witches who is astounding. Jez Allen painted her. She's painted by Shane, sculpted by Shane. Just the subtleties in that. So beautiful. That face. Not my face. That face. Just the poses. Again, you can't always see the pose from the front. So there's the whole. Oh, I should get one of those rotatories, shouldn't I? Like GW. And I can have on my thing of them all on rotating. That would be a massive task. Eve, one of the ghosts of Gaia. Eve, the sniper. She is so badass. Oh, I like that paint on the end there. Who painted these? Who painted the ghosts of Gaia? Andrew Taylor. So who's that? Oh yeah, Andrew Taylor. Before he was really busy. All my painters are really busy at the moment. So yeah, bang. Oh, is it Gilly? Not Gilly. Jacket made out of Heidi things. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of these. If you haven't seen our sci-fi range, go and have a look. To remind you, could somebody tell me what the time is as well? Because I don't want to go past 4, which I probably already have. We have running until 4 o'clock. The free shipping to worldwide, and you get a free £10 voucher if you spend £100 too, which is really good. So you should check that out. Obviously, if we've gone over 4 o'clock, I haven't taken it off the website yet, so you can still get in. It's basically till I finish streaming this, I guess. I wanted to do a last call around the internet just to make sure. Oh gosh, yeah, I better hurry up with these then. Hey, I found the jesters. I can't remember who was asking about the jesters. Here they are. Swing. Here, little fellas. They you just need because they're fun. And again, they're one piece, which is just the best. That's Alan Marsh, my sculptor. That's his self-portrait of himself as a jester. So he is a very circusy man. That's cool, eh? I'll have to speed through these now. So it will, the offer will go on slightly past 4, but only because I'm here and I haven't turned it off. So you can still go, have a look. We have guinea pigs in tanks. Yeah, keep me open in the tab and go to a new tab and go to the website and buy some stuff. And yeah, free shipping. Do not do that very often. And I don't do it by routine either. So I don't do stuff the same date every year because I don't want people to take it for granted. Who painted that? Why can I not remember? Oh, this is Andrew Taylor as well. So that's the guinea pig tank. It's magnetized. Is it? No, that's not Andrew Taylor. It's N. Electric Eve painted these. So you just put a little magnet in there. And then you can just boom, boom, boom. Yay, it is Gilly. Right, let's keep going. This is one of the Amazons, painted by Paul Muller, who runs Midblight Miniatures now, so you should have a look at that. I am not entertained. She's got these cute little ponytails at the back that you can't see. I'm gonna speed through them now. Sorry. Come in. Is that what you were looking for? Something like that. Try not to go to too of the recent stuff because you'll have seen that. Your Amazons. Oh, there's a million Ghosts of Gaia, so I'll again speed through that. Hag Ghouls. Ah, are they here? I haven't seen them in this box. Hey, there they are. Good timing. So here are the Hag Ghouls. These are the Paul Mullers. Painted by John Morris. Not covered in them because Cohen doesn't like them. But there they are. They're on the list to get converted as well, so they're less graphic because I accept that they're really graphic. I didn't ask for it. He gave me them and I thought he was going to disappear for a few more years and I really wanted my chance to get some Paul Muller ghouls, so I've got these. I'll just show you them next to who's the most human size. So they're kind of just 28mm with the rest. Oh no, they're not. They're taller because she's crouching. So there's that one. Whoop. There's one standing. That's a better scale. Yay. Yeah, so I guess they're a bit taller, but generally human size. There. Oh, the bitch. Most people haven't seen the bitch. So she's sculpted by Tim Prowl. She's big. I'll use a normal sci-fi lady to compare with her. So this is our Jade. Yeah, I will be doing some non-graphic ones. I get it's not on brand. He's got them to convert them into some lesser graphic. So that's the size of our cyborg. Yeah, she's ace. So she's made out of bits and bobs of stuff, which is always the best sort. Because it's Tim Prowl, he's given her a booty. She's still not sexy like the other robots you tend to get, so that's a bonus. She doesn't have big robo-cone boobs. And she is partly human, so if you see sort of there, that's some of her fleshy bits underneath. She was one of the Ghosts of Gaia's experiments. What have we got? Because I'm going to have to go, I'm afraid. I'll quickly show you the wrench mouth. So again, that is a chonk next to Jade. Yes, a big fella. And they bolt, it's very cruel, but they bolt the metal onto them to make them look more intimidating. There's a whole load of lore for that I'll be doing. A little bits you might not have seen. Trinity, she's one of our aliens to go with the Ghost of Gaia. I love her face. And I love all that. All the weird little legs, like. Weird little legs. Pile of guinea pigs as a person. That's so cool. I love look, the arm of the jacket's strapped in there. Yes, I'll do it. I'll end it, say 1/4 or maybe 1/2, depending when I finish this. Okay, I'll say 1/2 because then I'll do a little splurge online. A little last minute, it's going to be 1/2. But yeah, you've got to 1/2 and then I am turning it off. No, none of the cool offers. Bunny on a bike with a little carrot, painted by M. Durant, who is Electric Eve. She is super cool. You haven't I haven't shown it off much because I don't know what to do basing it yet. I don't know how to base her. Raging Annie, which if you don't have, it's actually compulsory for everyone to purchase. There's the Raging Annie. That'd normally be me at Salute now. Yeah, how can I complain about having to live stream for a couple hours? I'd normally be at Salute all day going, hey, hello, yes! You need to Google Salute. Basically, Salute is our massive trade show that is on in the UK every year today, but it's not on because it's at the Excel Centre. Obviously, there's this COVID thing everywhere, so it's cancelled because of that, and it's now a Nightingale hospital too. So good luck to everybody working there. So instead of just lounging about being sad there's no Salute, a lot of us are doing a sort of digital Salute because it's the best day of the year every year. It's a really good day for me personally, not just the business, because, well, the business is good because people give me money all day and I tend to make more money at Salute than I do all the other shows put together, which is quite substantial. And that sort of gives me the funds to do the next year of releases, or at least get some of the models ready to do Kickstarters. And that's not happening this year, so that does actually really suck. But instead of wallowing, that's why I'm trying to do all this stuff. To at least generate a bit more extra sales today, a bit more excitement, people that are missing out, because I miss out trading, and I understand, you know, people missing out visiting, especially when it's a big thing to look forward to in the year. So that's why I'm doing a bit of this. I'll just show you a couple more. So yeah, seeing as I'm here and not on my website, I'll extend the offer till 1/2. So yeah, it's free shipping everywhere and £10, you get a £10 voucher for your next order if you order £100 worth of stuff, which is really easy to do because you go, oh, that's £100, especially if you start adding terrain in. And I have a guinea pig and a crane. Guinea pig and a crane. It's a part of the Pig Fast Attack. They have just been remoulded and they're coming back in stock next week, so they're in stock on the website. Again, it's been magnetised so you can go wee. And we go of bits and bobs. And Abra, one of Chibi Raging Annie actually. Sorry, Abra. Chibi Raging Annie. Painted by M, sculpted by Andrew May. Wing. Yeah, I'm down for Heroine. I don't know what's not happening with shows. I do feel really bad for them. Crisis is just cancelled, and that's November. But it's all dependent on where the venues are and all that sort of stuff. But I'm kind of not holding my breath for stuff for the rest of the year for shows. This is one of our Amazon heroines who I adore. Her face is so good. And a shield. Oh, that's just go blurry. Here we are. Yes, her face. Oh, I want the coffee so much. I'm down to my last milk. I've got amazing people. I've got Jade, Simon, and Chris, and I'm sure somebody else that are doing me occasional runs of they go to the shop and then ask if I want anything. So I've been getting the odd. I don't been getting much because I don't want them to spend time doing stuff, but milk is generally the thing. I'm like, please bring me some milk. So there's her. So go into the other box because that's got some of the larger stuff, and then I'll just do a little chat. I'm still doing Sunday morning coffee tomorrow as well, if you're not totally sick of my face. So every Sunday at 10 o'clock, I do a live stream. I say it's half an hour. It tends to go to 45 minutes, but it's around half an hour, where I just talk about the comings and goings of the week. So I'll probably talk a bit more about Salute and I chat with Henry Hyde and a few bits like that. This is the deeper box, so it's got oh, Ian, yes, the bunnies are coming. The bunnies are coming back. Cornetto. The bunnies will be back in stock Tuesday, I believe. So I'm holding off that other stuff to wait for the bunnies. Every time you slam a mini down, Corgin. Yeah, we've been waiting on a few restocks of bits, but yeah, they're all coming back in on Tuesday. So woohoo! God bless our casters. What is in here? That is cool. Who wants this back in production? It's out of production at the moment. It's fluffy. It's because it's been on fluff. This is a capybara cannon. It's not currently in stock, so I shouldn't show you it. But I'm showing you it maybe so you'll nag me, because I need to get it back into production. Because it's cool as hell. Ever thought of doing little baby dragons? I have, but I thought of doing lots of things, so I don't know. Oh yay! Thanks Tom. Tom says, despite my disclaimers, all the stuff you said on the podcast was sound. Yeah. So there we are. What did I say? I've forgotten already. This is the fish lass Maria and all her greedy kittens. So they're going meow, meow. Just going, no, it's not for you kittens. Got that sad little kitten at the back. Oh. She does occasionally give them a little bit, which is not encouraging. Well, it does encourage them way too much. One of the zombie shield maidens, painted by Mr. Cubbin. It is very gory, and I like them very much. Very gribbly. And they're useful for so much. There we go. And other bits. Oof. Let's move that box. Yeah, got Paddy. She's that ogre. She has a butt out. Kind of. Butt flaps. She is a mashup. I love it. She's a mashup of so I can't remember the last few seconds ago at the moment. I'm like, what are you referring to? I forgot already. She's a bit of a mashup of Wes from Mad Max. And a bit of Furiosa going on, and a bit of Negan going on. Oh yeah, I love us a bit of Bat. Oh. Hey, Jason just got his boxer grasses in the post. This is resin, a one-piece resin. And I'll show you next to a person. So that's next to, I think she's £12, which is a bargain. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So the mounted shield maidens. Yes, this is Brynhild. Painted by Doody. What's his name? I don't know anymore. She is cool. So she's part of the Mounted Half Guard. They're currently available by themselves, but very soon they can only be available as units. So if you want the odd one, you should do that. And what else is in this box? Anything unusual? What did I get? I'll show you this spear lady, and then I shall. Oh, I'm yawning. I shall wind it down. So here's one of the spear ladies. The spatial names. I love the headscarves on them. They are so cool. So yes, thanks for coming along. If you've done this and the guinea pig thingy, then you deserve a medal for putting up with me for so long. Oh, go on back. I'm all like hurt. Hopefully you enjoyed looking at some of those lesser seen miniatures, and yeah, thanks for coming along and asking questions, putting up with me. It is a particularly tough time at the moment, so trying to keep everything running, trying to do as much as I can for the business whilst all the other stuff is going along. It's just absolutely, they say, knackering me, so I'm working round the clock just to keep everything going. It is a yeah, any sort of business owners right now are sweating quite a bit, so that is why I've just been trying to do extra for you. And another reason that I put that sale on, so I'll go now and then I will turn the deal off at past, so it gives you a chance now if you want to add anything else in, chuck any other orders in. I'd really appreciate it, because it is just me. But it's not essential, it's not the cost for watching this video that you have to go buy something. It's nice to chat. I feel knackered from chatting, so that's a good thing, because I would be normally have to load up, go in the van, and then I don't know how to express anymore because I've been giggling all day. So I'm getting close. To the real authentic salute thingy. Yes, there are only 10 minutes, so oh, she sound like QVC. She's got 10 minutes on those prices, and then they'll be gone forever. Yes, go have a look now. I'll put the kettle on, and then pretty much after my kettle I'll turn the deal off. So you should go do it. Thank you for coming along. Go check out all the stuff if you're new or just appeared or anything like that. We're on all the social media, and we've got a group called Baggy Cave on Facebook, so pop that in too. Thanks for liking the jewels. It's just been fun. Thank you. See you all soon. Bye. Or see you tomorrow at 10 AM. Bye.